So what is the price of buying a pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks versus making one at home? As always, I've included a link to the spreadsheet in the description, so feel free to plug in your own numbers at home. So right now, I'm just going to say that we're treating ourselves to a pumpkin spice latte once a week. If you have more than once a week, feel free to plug that in. Now, the price of a 20-ounce pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks runs $5.68. So the seasonal cost of just getting the latte is about $73. However, we also have to factor in how much it costs us to drive to Starbucks. So right now, I'm going to say that we're only going 2 miles out of our way to go to Starbucks to get the latte. So this is you're going home from work, you're grabbing a latte on the way home, you go out of the way about 2 miles. So using that times the price of driving 1 mile, which is about 20 cents. We've seen this in an earlier episode. I definitely recommend you check that out if you have not done so. But we calculated that it costs about, through depreciation, maintenance, gas, everything like that, it costs about 20 cents to drive 1 mile. So 20 cents to drive a mile, 2 miles out of the way, times the number of times that we go there in a season, we're looking at spending $5.20 just to get to Starbucks for the latte. So that's a total of spending $79 over this 3-month holiday season. Now I'm going to assume that we already have a bean grinder and a French press maker. If you don't have one of those, you will need one for the pumpkin spice latte. Now for this pumpkin spice latte recipe, I'm using one from Inspired Taste. It is the highest rated pumpkin spice latte recipe online. I've tried it myself. It's really great. You can tweak some of the flavorings if you want a little sweeter, a little less sweet. It's a really great recipe and super tasty latte. So first off, espresso beans. There's a 35.2 ounce bag for $21.65 on Amazon. That's a great deal. This means that the price of espresso per serving of the pumpkin spice latte is 42 cents, totaling about $5.50 for the season. What about milk? Well, we can get milk for $3.19. This is 64 ounces worth of milk. Serving size in this latte, if we're saying 20 ounces, that means 16 of it is going to be milk. So that's a charge of 86 cents of milk per serving of latte. So the cost per season is just over $11 worth of milk. Vanilla flavoring syrup, well, we can get a 25.4 ounce bottle for $10.40. We're only using half an ounce of flavoring for the serving. So that's 22 cents per serving. We're looking at $2.88 for the cost on the season. So we also need pumpkin puree. You can get a 29 ounce can for $3.16. We'll use 1 ounce for the serving, meaning we're using 11 cents of pumpkin puree every latte. Total cost of the season, $1.53 for puree. And for sugar or sweetener, we can find one on Amazon, 128 ounces of sugar, that's a lot of sugar, for $17.15. Now when we look on the back, we realize we're purchasing a total of 908 teaspoons. We're using 2 teaspoons per latte. This means that the cost of a single serving is about 4 cents. A total of 53 cents on the season for sugar. We also need pumpkin spice seasoning. So we can get a 1.12 ounce, very small jar or bottle for $2.99. Now we're only using a little bit. Our serving size is a 1/12 of an ounce. So that means that the price per serving is going to be 24 cents. The cost for the whole season of pumpkin spice seasoning is $3.13. What about whipped cream? We've come this far, we might as well put whipped cream on top. Well, you can get a 7 ounce can for $5. A serving size is just a 1/5 of an ounce, and that means that the price per serving after tax is going to be 15 cents per whipped cream, which is a total of just about $2 for whipped cream on the year. So this means that our total seasonal latte costs during the 3 months or so of pumpkin spice latte, we're going to be spending over $26 by having 1 pumpkin spice latte per week. Whereas Starbucks, we're spending $79. This is a savings of over $4 every time you make a pumpkin spice latte at home. And the total seasonal savings is over $50. This is only drinking 1 a week. If you go crazy and have 2 pumpkin spice lattes a week, you're saving double that. It's not super healthy for you, so I don't know if you should be drinking more than that. But you can plug in your own numbers in your spreadsheet to find out exactly how much you're spending on a pumpkin spice latte. Well, that's this episode of Make Money Math Time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This channel is still very new, so please comment below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and what you'd like to see in the future. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all that good stuff, and tune in every Monday morning where we do math to make money.